An exclusive insider leak just crossed my desk, and what the writers are about to do to Curtis Ashford is absolutely downright criminal. I am talking about a massive casting shakeup and a storyline twist that will leave you completely breathless. If you ask me, this upcoming sweeps week is going to be the most traumatic one we have seen in years. The leaked scripts for next week just landed, and the tragedy heading straight for Portia Robinson and Trina Robinson is going to shatter their world into a million tiny pieces. We all knew Curtis heading to Pentonville was going to be a disaster, but nobody could have predicted the sheer brutality of what is about to unfold. Grab your tissues, guys, because this is going to be a bumpy, heartbreaking ride. According to my most reliable insider leak, the upcoming episodes will feature a scene that will absolutely tear your heart out. Picture this. Portia and Trina are finally having a quiet, peaceful moment, perhaps bonding over the beautiful newborn baby Desmond, trying to keep their spirits up while Curtis serves his time. Suddenly, the shrill ring of the telephone shatters the calm. When Portia looks at the caller ID and sees that it is the warden from Pentonville, her blood is going to run completely cold. We all know that a call from a maximum security prison is never, ever good news. The voice on the other end of the line is going to be clinical, cold, and terrifyingly vague. They will inform Portia that her husband, Curtis Ashford, has been critically injured in an incident and is currently being rushed by ambulance to the emergency room at General Hospital. The sheer panic that is going to wash over Portia and Trina will be palpable through the television screen. If you ask me, the showrunners are giving these two phenomenal actresses the dramatic material of a lifetime. Portia, being a seasoned medical professional and the co-chief of staff, knows exactly what critically injured means in emergency medical terminology. She knows it means life or death. The leaked script reveals that they will drop absolutely everything and rush to General Hospital in a state of sheer terror. Trina, who has already been dealing with the terrifying presence of a mysterious stalker and endless family drama, is going to be pushed right to the absolute edge of her sanity. The frantic drive to the hospital will be filled with agonizing questions. What happened? Was there a riot? Was he stabbed? When they finally burst through those sliding doors at the General Hospital emergency room, the sight that awaits them is going to be the stuff of absolute nightmares. My sources tell me that the makeup department went all out for this sweeps week tragedy. Portia and Trina are going to find Curtis battered, bruised, and completely unconscious. We are talking about severe, life-threatening trauma. He will be hooked up to a myriad of monitors with his breathing incredibly weak and shallow. The strong, invincible Curtis Ashford that we all know and love will be reduced to a fragile state, fighting for every single breath. The devastation on Portia's face when she realizes she cannot even ask her husband what happened to him will absolutely break your heart. He is completely unresponsive, leaving his desperate family entirely in the dark. Now, here is where the massive soap opera mystery begins to unfold, ladies. You would think that the prison guards who accompanied Curtis in the ambulance would offer some sort of explanation to his frantic wife, right? Wrong. The leaked script indicates that the Pentonville authorities are going to be frustratingly tight-lipped. They will refuse to give Portia any concrete details, hiding behind a wall of bureaucratic red tape and ongoing internal investigations. They will temporarily keep the exact cause of his injuries a closely guarded secret. Why the massive cover-up? If you ask me, this screams of systemic corruption inside Pentonville. The warden and the guards are clearly terrified of something or someone, and they are doing everything in their power to sweep this brutal attack under the rug to protect their own jobs, or perhaps even their own lives. Of course, Portia is not going to just sit back and accept this wall of silence. She is going to demand answers, and that is when the Port Charles Police Department will be forced to step in and launch a full-scale investigation. With Police Commissioner Anna Devane back in charge, alongside detectives Dante Falconeri and Harrison Chase, the PCPD will descend upon Pentonville to uncover the truth. But what they find is going to be incredibly disturbing. The official story from the prison will be that Curtis got caught in the middle of a random brawl with several other violent inmates. They will try to pass it off as a tragic case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but Anna Devane is far too smart to believe that garbage. The evidence will clearly show that this was not a random fight, it was a highly coordinated, targeted hit on Curtis Ashford. The realization that someone specifically ordered a hit on Curtis is going to send shockwaves through Port Charles. Multiple inmates swarmed him at once, ensuring he had absolutely no chance to defend himself. This was a calculated assassination attempt, orchestrated by someone with deep pockets and massive influence. So, the million-dollar question that has the entire fan base buzzing is, who ordered the hit? Let us dive into the two most explosive theories circulating behind the scenes, because both of them make perfect, terrifying sense. Grab your coffee, guys, because we are about to connect some massive dots that the writers have been slowly laying out for months. The first, and perhaps most obvious, suspect is the ruthless international criminal, Jenz Sidwell. We all know that Sidwell is currently sitting in a jail cell, fuming with rage after being defeated by Sonny Corinthos and ADA Justine Turner. Sidwell is a man who thrives on vengeance and chaos. What if, during his time in custody or through his vast network of underworld connections, he crossed paths with Curtis? My insider leak suggests that Sidwell might have offered Curtis some sort of dark, twisted deal behind bars. Knowing Curtis's strong moral compass, he would have absolutely rejected Sidwell's offer. And we all know what happens when you say no to a man like Jenz Sidwell. He does not just get mad, he gets even. Sidwell ordering a hit on Curtis would be the ultimate power move to prove that he is still a massive threat, even from behind bars. Sidwell has the money, the resources, and the lack of a conscience required to pay off multiple inmates, and likely even the prison guards, to look the other way while they beat Curtis within an inch of his life. This would perfectly explain why the Pentonville authorities are keeping their mouths shut. They are utterly terrified of Sidwell's wrath. If Sidwell is indeed the mastermind behind this brutal attack, it means that nobody in Port Charles is truly safe, and Sonny Corinthos is going to have to step up to eliminate this threat once and for all. But hold on to your hats, ladies, because there is a second theory that is even more deliciously twisted and dramatic. What if the person who ordered the hit was not a known mobster, but a supposedly respectable doctor? I am talking about Dr. Isaiah Ganon. We cannot forget the intense, boiling hatred Isaiah harbors for Curtis. Curtis's previous physical assault left Isaiah with a severe hand injury, effectively destroying his incredibly lucrative and prestigious surgical career. Isaiah has been screaming from the rooftops that his ultimate goal is to nail Curtis in court. He even approached Rick Lansing to file a massive civil lawsuit. But what if the slow wheels of the justice system simply were not moving fast enough for a man consumed by bitter vengeance? If you ask me, grief and the loss of a career can drive a person to do incredibly dark, unthinkable things. Isaiah has been acting increasingly erratic and aggressive, even barging into Portia's hospital room completely uninvited to ruin their sweet moment with baby Desmond. What if Isaiah decided to take matters into his own hands? Using his wealth and connections, Isaiah could have easily hired a proxy to pay off inmates inside Pentonville to exact his revenge. Having Curtis beaten and broken would be Isaiah's twisted way of making Curtis feel the exact same physical helplessness and career-ending agony that Isaiah felt when his surgical hand was destroyed. It is a dark, poetic justice that fits perfectly into a classic soap opera revenge plot. The sheer tragedy of this situation is going to absolutely destroy Portia. According to the leaked scripts, Portia has been secretly contemplating changing her testimony regarding Curtis's assault charges. After seeing how beautifully Curtis bonded with their newborn son, she wanted to offer a goodwill gesture, hoping to keep him out of prison for those crucial first 8 months of Desmond's life. Now, as she stands over his battered, unconscious body in the intensive care unit, the guilt is going to eat her alive. She will be tormented by the thought that if she had only acted sooner, if she had only changed her testimony a few days earlier, Curtis would be safe at home with their family instead of fighting for his life on a ventilator. And we absolutely cannot forget about poor Trina. This young woman is carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. She just demanded that her parents stop making her the center of their endless drama, and she is currently being hunted by a creepy, mysterious stalker. Seeing the man who raised her, the man she loves as a father, lying completely broken in a hospital bed might just be the catalyst that causes Trina to suffer a complete emotional breakdown. Will she seek comfort in Giovanni Palmieri, or will this massive trauma isolate her even further, making her an easy target for her deranged stalker? The writers are setting up a perfect storm of tragedy for the Robinson and Ashford family. As we head into the upcoming sweeps week, the medical drama at General Hospital is going to be incredibly intense. Portia is going to have to step back and let her colleagues, perhaps even the arrogant new surgeon, Dr. Tristan Roberts, take the lead on saving her husband's life. The tension in the waiting room will be thick enough to cut with a knife. Will Curtis survive this brutal assassination attempt? And if he does wake up, will he have any memory of who ordered the hit? The PCPD is going to be working completely overtime to unravel this massive conspiracy, and the fallout is guaranteed to shake up the entire campus. So, what do you guys think? I want to hear all of your juicy theories down in the comments below. Do you think the ruthless Jenz Sidwell ordered the hit to prove his power? Or do you think Dr. Isaiah Ganon crossed the line from angry victim to murderous mastermind in his quest for revenge? The leak scripts have left us with so many explosive questions, and I promise to keep bringing you all the latest insider leaks as soon as they cross my desk. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on this massive General Hospital casting shakeup. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching the drama unfold.